video 2. We're going to do an abdominal assessment. This is my patient Joe. He was also my patient for my head to toe assessment. And I put him here. Sorry, I should have already had this taken care of, and I probably did. Okay, he's just gonna have to go right there. And I'll just go on the floor. Okay, so he has a new colostomy bag, and he also has a JP drain. But first and foremost, with the abdominal assessment is probably the only part where you want to make sure you auscultate first before you start touching and moving things around and palpate. So you always want to start counterclockwise. So we would start in the lower quadrant, lower left quadrant. Wait, is that left? No, that's his right quadrant, sorry. That's my left. So his right lower quadrant, right upper quadrant, left upper and left lower quadrant. I'm assuming his colostomy bag's around the lower quadrant, and the JP drain would be over here somewhere in the right upper quadrant. So I mean, I guess I would just listen as normal, make sure, you know, we're still looking. The patient should still have bowel sounds, but because it's a new colostomy, usually post-op, they can sometimes have like a delayed bowel sounds. So that wouldn't be too alarming if they weren't as active. And so, I mean, it looks like this patient's been through a lot. So obviously I want to check the integrity of the skin of the area around the colostomy. And I probably wouldn't palpate as much. She's probably really tender, but I would still, you know, kind of palpate here all around as much as I could with the colostomy bag and the JP drain without causing too much distress on the patient. And also I'm checking the patient's colostomy site to see how it is or whatnot. You know, if there's any redness, any inflammation, any oozing, drainage, if there is, the color and whatnot. The same thing with the JP drain. When I emptied it, how much is it? What does the blood look like? And whatnot. And then also patient education is a really big thing. Patient has a new colostomy bag, giving them a mirror that they can hold down here so that they can watch me do the, like if I'm taking out the pouch in the bag and cleaning it out or whatnot and reattaching, they can kind of see how I measure and do that. Same thing with the JP drain. You always want to tell them to squeeze the bulb before they put it in. That way it you know, that's how it works, to suck out the drainage. Percussing, I mean, I guess we could do that. Like I said, we would have to be really careful because she's got the new colostomy bag and the JP drain. But yeah, I mean, if the patient had the bowel movement inside the bag, I would also measure that. If it's liquid, I would measure that. The consistency of the stool, is it watery, is it formed? And that all depends on where exactly the colostomy bag is. But usually colostomy, they tend to be pretty formed stool. So yeah, I think that's it for the abdominal assessment. I mean, like I said, you always want to go counterclockwise. So you would start right lower, right upper, left upper, and then left lower. Obviously keep in mind the patient's drain and colostomy bag. All right, that's it. Thank you.